Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you all fine, wonderful. I hope you in good condition. In this video, we are from group 2 of semantics. We are going to present our material that's about lexical semantics in field and collocations. Lexical semantics is the study individual words as opposed to that of phrases, grammatical constructions, and sentences. In lexical fields and collocations, there are 4 items which will be explained. That is paradigmatic and syntagmatic, and then semantic fields, idioms, collocations, and the last one is color system. Talking about lexical semantics is talking about the meaning of word. So for the first, I'm gonna explain about paradigmatic and syntagmatic. I'm gonna make it short explanations. Syntagmatic is the relationship with linguistic units, word, clause, with the other units because they occur together in sequence. Sequence, it means teratur. And while paradigmatic relation with with words that could be substitute for it in the sentence. Substitute menjadi pengganti. Okay, and the next explanations will be explained by my friends.
Semantic field. Semantic field is a set of words or lexemes which are related in meaning. So it means like you collecting and grouping the words in the same fields. In the same fields, like it means in related with the meaning. And I give example in my PowerPoint is romance. Romance fields is like love, kiss, wedding, rose, and Valentine.
Or group of. What is collocation? Collocation is a pair or group of words that are often used together. This combination sounds natural to native speakers. Some combination sounds wrong to native English. And then types of collocation. Beberapa jenis dari kolokasi yakni ada adjective and noun. For example, Emma always wears red or yellow or some other bright color. Bright color di sini adalah collocation-nya. Kemudian ada noun and verb. The company launched the product in 2012. Maksudnya itu memperkenalkan produk. Mungkin kalau kita berbicara bahasa Inggris, the company introduced the product. Kita ingin mengatakan perusahaan itu memperkenalkan produknya, tapi akan lebih natural ketika kita menggunakan kata launch the product. And then noun plus noun. Untuk yang noun plus noun ini biasanya polanya itu adalah antara titik-titik off kemudian titik-titik. Contohnya, as Max read the lies about him, he felt a surge of anger. Surge of anger di sini itu adalah collocation-nya. Kemudian verbs and expression with preposition. Contohnya, swelling with pride atau burst into tears. Itu adalah contoh verbs and expression with preposition. Kemudian ada verb and adverb. For example, she smiled proudly as she looked at the photos of her new grandson. So smile proudly is the collocation. And the last is adverb and adjective. They are happily married. Happily married here is the collocation. The function of learning collocation. Why we need to learn collocation? Yang pertama yaitu the most natural way to say something. Ketika kita mengerti dan belajar apa itu kolokasi, collocation, kita akan menjadi orang yang berbicara bahasa Inggris secara natural. Kemudian tujuan berikutnya yaitu alternative way of saying something. Jadi adalah berfungsi sebagai alternatif lain untuk mengatakan sesuatu, sehingga kita lebih berwarna, lebih ekspresif dalam berbicara. Contohnya, instead of repeating it was very cold and very dark, we can say it was bitterly cold and pitch dark, so it more expressive and colorful than repeating. And then improve your style in writing. Jadi dengan belajar collocation ini, gaya dalam menulis akan meningkat. Contohnya, kita ingin mengatakan kemiskinan menyebabkan kejahatan. Poverty causes crime. Agar lebih natural atau lebih bagus, kita dapat mengatakan poverty breeds crime. Seperti itu. We may not need or want to use this in informal conversation, but in writing, collocation can give our text more variety and make it read better. And the last is finding collocation. Students of English have to make a special effort to learn them because they are often difficult to guess. Untuk belajar collocation ini membutuhkan usaha yang spesial ya, karena kita terutama kita ini bukan orang Inggris, jadi agak sulit untuk menebak apakah ini collocation atau bukan. Tapi ada beberapa cara yang digunakan untuk mempelajari collocation. Yang pertama, notice them whenever you read or listen to anything in English. Highlight the collocation by underlining it or by using highlight pen. Ketika kita mendengar atau membaca sesuatu di dalam bahasa Inggris, misalnya ketika kita membaca, kita dapat menemukan kata-kata collocation di sana. Kemudian coba kita highlight dengan cara menggarisbawahi atau menggunakan pensil. Kita akan coba menebak-nebak sendiri apakah ini collocation atau bukan. Tapi kemungkinan jika we read or listen something in English, it must be collocation, especially by native English. And then find them in any good learner's dictionary. Usually when you search a particular word, there will be some collocation which provided by the dictionary.
Idioms. Idioms are groups of words in a fixed order that have a meaning that cannot be questioned by knowing the meaning of the individual words. It means that the words don't have a same meaning with the pure words. For the example, pass the bag. Pass the bags didn't have a same meaning like pass the bag, but pass the bag have another meaning. The meaning from the pass the bag is
to pass responsibility for a problem to another person to avoid dealing with it oneself. So, idioms is groups or fixed words and have another meaning.
Okay, now when we talk about lexical semantics, field, and collocation, we know that lexical semantics is talk about the meaning of the word. After you hearing some explanations about semantics, field, so when we talk about color, it mentions red, blue, yellow, and the other ones. So here, explanations about color system. Every country or every people in the world should be know about the color. But color has some meaning in each region or country. So the meaning of color itself, it depends of the assumptions and the definitions of the word in lexical. So I will give you an example. Red book, it's mean buku merah. So red book, red has a real meaning as a color. But when you hear red zone, so here red zone, red, it means dangerous place or dangerous situation that you should not near from it. So the second explanations, it's about, according to Berlin and Kay, there are some basic categories of colors in color system. There are 11. So the meanings of color itself, every country agree with statement that assumptions of that color, it depends on hue, saturations, and also brightness. For example, when you see the color is black, so the other one in other side say it is red. Why? Because the brightness and saturation is different between the other one side and this side. So that we conclude here that the meaning of the color is have much meaning. So it is the explanations that I know of this book about color system. Thank you very much.